Hello and welcome back to Chess of Blades, and Arden is waking us up from last time for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna find out what that's all about. My eyelids struggle open. My head tilts up, and the first thing I see is Arden's face.
Silas knocked on the door a moment ago, while you were still asleep. He said there was something we needed to come see.
But it's so early.
Is it early? I mean, it seems pretty dim still.
Riv, come on!
A pair of arms curls beneath my own and lifts me out of the chair. I stumble a bit, blinking and glance out the window. The sun's already risen. It has to be past breakfast time.
Hurry! It's about Celeste!
Oh, please don't tell me Celeste is killed. Oh, that'd be terrible. Oh, that's gonna be bad if she's dead. I'll R into the door and out into the hallway, suddenly feeling completely awake. I jog down the hall, heading in the direction of Linnaeus' room. Arden's silence makes me think it's something serious. Oh, you think?
Hello? It's Arden and Rivian.
Arden knocks on the door, calling out. It opens a moment later.
Ah, come in.
Oh, please tell me she's alright. Oh, shit. Well, Linnaeus allows us to enter and sense something's wrong. There are several guards standing around the room and...
Celeste!
My eyes widen when I realize... she's sitting on a chair surrounded by guards like a prisoner.
Rivian.
Her eyes abruptly widen when she sees me.
I assume you haven't heard? Miss Celeste was found this morning in her room, lying unconscious next to a bloody sword.
So she's being framed, I imagine?
When the wound was compared to that on the body of last night's victim by her infirmary, they appeared to match perfectly.
They said she must have killed him in a fit of rage for failing to assassinate his target, and fainted after fleeing the scene.
Something about that doesn't sound right. Hairs on the back of my neck stand on end as I turn towards Celeste, desperately shakes her head.
Her target? You were the one who ordered me killed?
It's not like that. You have to believe me. I don't know what happened.
I believe you, Celeste. That doesn't make sense.
I was in my room when someone knocked on the door, and when I opened it, they hit me. I couldn't even see who it was.
It is true we found a bruise on her, but it is entirely possible it was something she incurred from struggling with the victim, and it failed to fully incapacitate her.
Linnaeus frowns, tapping his forearm with one finger.
While much of this may seem circumstantial, it is the only evidence we have. And His Majesty would be most concerned if we told him we failed to catch a murderer at his prestigious celebration.
Gosh, it's interesting that the king is so desperate just to blame anyone. So Celeste squirms and growls in frustration, glowering intensely at Linnaeus. Small as she is, the guards around her still seem rather nervous. Yeesh.
I tell you, I didn't do it. You believe me, right, Rivian? There's no way I could kill anyone.
While her expression is fierce, I can sense an undercurrent of panic in her voice. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be panicking in a situation of being blamed as the killer? I just can't tell if it's because she's being unjustly accused or if she actually did it.
I know who's behind this all. Papa told me. It's those disciples.
You know about the cult?
She anxiously nods her head, her eyes narrowing.
They've been working against Papa's efforts for a long time. We're going to catch them here. I know, it's them.
Linnaeus clears his throat, pushing up his glasses and shaking his head slightly.
It's true the cult is the prime suspect behind Hazel's kidnapping, but Varyson's would-be assassin is another matter. If his investigation into the girl's disappearance conflicted with your and your father's own efforts to catch the cult, it would prove troublesome.
Celeste.
Orin's fingers curl into fists at his sides. I can see him searching Celeste for any signs of guilt. Unsure. Got my throat. Oh my goodness. Unsure what to think. Pause studying the girl myself. Can I really let it end here? No. She could be lying, but if we don't help her, we may not find Hazel until it's too late. Whether Celeste is innocent or not, it won't rest until Hazel's found.
Celeste, if we did want to prove you innocent, where would we look to find evidence? Evidence that someone else wanted me dead, and wanted to keep the truth from getting out, even if it meant murdering their accomplice and framing you.
Celeste hesitates, shooting her lower lip, fidgeting in her seat.
All I know is that sword wasn't mine. It had to belong to someone allowed to carry weaponry. My guards, or those staying outside the castle.
So, you're saying that we might find a guard again who is the culprit, I guess.
She's right. Even the nobility weren't allowed to bring weapons into the castle.
Orin chimes in to agree with Celeste, placing a hand protectively on the sword hanging from his own belt. I should probably keep quiet about the dagger that I've got hidden in my bags. Oh. God dang.
Then, Linnaeus, will you give us until the end of the day to search? If we can't find anything by then, I consent to her being taken away and indicted.
When I turn to Linnaeus, the Inquisitor gives me a doubtful look, his elegant brow raising. However, I believe that he too suspects something else is behind this case.
Very well. She will be kept here until then. However, you are not allowed to discuss anything related to the murder outside of this room.
Fair enough.
Understood. No point wasting time then. Let's go, Arden.
Oh, I hope we can find a way to save her. Oh. Despite how such a strange and mysterious type of character Celeste is for just popping up and helping us, pretty sure that it's a good guy. But still, just, motion for Arden to follow me and start heading towards the door.
Wait.
I look back over my shoulder, see Celeste watching me with concern in her eyes.
Rivian. Arden. Be careful. Whoever did this, I know they took Hazel too. And if you were one of their targets before, they're still coming for you.
Don't worry about him. No one will touch Rivian while I still live.
Sparkling calm voice comes from my side, and I glance over to see Arden meeting Celeste's gaze coolly. In his eyes is a faint glimmer of the same look I saw last night. Purely, frigidly single-minded intent.
Right.
Jealous much? Even Celeste seems taken aback, paling slightly from being the subject of that gaze.
Yes, we'll be fine. We're grown men and all that. Come on already, Arden.
I grasp his hand and tug him out the door, feeling everyone stares as we hurry into the hall.
Don't say things like that when we're around other people. I don't think they understand you as well as I do.
What? But I was just saying the truth.
My gaze that flicks over to me immediately softens in a look of confusion, and I sigh impatiently.
Never mind. We have to look for some kind of suspect, someone who could carry around a blade.
Only people could be guards for all we know.
Right. I know. The games are going on outside. I bet most people are gathered around there right now.
But
The
is it?
games. After you.
But isn't it supposed to be fisticuffs, not swords? With a determined glance shared between us, Rena and I make our way down the corridor and out into the main hall's upper floor. You can tell from the bustling noise streaming through the windows, along with sunlight, that the festival has resumed in full force. Now we finally get to the festival after so long. So the shops in this hall set once more. However, they're not the most prominent feature any longer. Instead, a large portion of the crowd surrounding a large sandpit words? Large pits. I can't speak. Or read, I guess. So instead, a large portion of the crowd is surrounding a large sandpit cordoned off by ropes.
They're dueling right now. Fencing was supposed to be one of the tournaments for yesterday and today.
Oh. Okay, so I guess there is swords. Following excited Arden as he pushes through the crowd, and is wrapped to the edge of the barrier. The two men engage in a frantic duel, dart back and forth, swiping at each other, feet almost blurs with their rapid movements.
Fencing. Now that you mention it, didn't the assassin carry a rapier like that?
Oh yeah. Arden hails sharply, throwing me a pointed glance.
You think he might have been a participant in the fencing matches?
That explained why he'd have a sword, and why his aim with throwing knives was a bit unpracticed.
When the fencer suddenly loses balance, and a moment later, the other man's sword is pointed at his throat. The crowd erupts cheering, and the victorious fencer lifts his fists in the air triumphantly.
So much for fencing being a gentlemanly sport. He didn't even help the poor fellow back on his feet.
As fencers exit the ring, the crier calls out an announcement.
Next, we have two famed brawlers en route to combat for your entertainment. I introduce to you His Majesty's favorite, Saber, and his opponent, Claw.
I swear, the way the announcer has that accent, and his opponent, Claw.
Their names
So
are
silly.
something else, aren't they?
Wait, Saber, didn't we meet him yesterday?
Yup. We very much did meet him. The two hulking shapes of men entering the arena. One is definitely familiar. Saber seems to notice Arden and I in the crowd, because he throws us a wave, a wide, bestial grin.
The other man isn't exactly small, but I still feel rather sorry for him. I wouldn't want to be Saber's opponent, that's for certain.
The announcer said he was the king's favorite. He must really brawl well.
At the loud signal of a drum, the two beefy fighters suddenly charge at each other. Their powerful punches are slow, but probably enough to knock a normal man's head clean off. Cheering around me grows louder, unusually loud for a gathering of nobles. But when I look around, I notice a lot of the vendors and commoners gathered as well.
Seems like this kind of thing draws in quite the crowd, eh?
I mean, it's fisticuffs. Sure. I would imagine. I met Arden, but he seems just as enraptured in the fighting as all the rest. Suddenly, one of Saber's powerful blows connects with his opponent's cheeks. The man stumbles back. Saber swings out with a well-placed punch to the other side of his face.
Wow.
Saber's unfortunate opponent goes flying, sliding back against the ground. I have to admit, as brutal as it is, that kind of strength makes for a truly awesome spectacle. I stay to watch Saber's next few fights, which he seems to breeze through without any difficulty. Keep my eyes peeled in the meanwhile for any spectators carrying weapons. Make sure to scrutinize every fencer who goes by. Start keeping watch on everything with so many people around. So many people around, though, and the constant cheers are rather distracting. I don't think I said that right, whatever. Brawling matches finally end, however. The most of the crowd disperses to another arena to watch the upcoming jousting. Ah, we got jousting. Contemplating if we should go after them, I start to tug Arn away from the ring.
Oi! Where's my congratulations?
Booming voice suddenly sounds from behind us. I hastily swivel around to see the sweaty champion standing there beaming.
Saber, you certainly put on quite the show. It's no wonder you carry such a high reputation.
All the more eager to stay on his good side after witnessing that spectacle, I offer him a slightly nervous grin.
Yeah, bloody right you are. Best out of all the damn amateurs gathered here. I was looking forward to seeing one of the prancers though. Seems he wasn't here today.
Oh.
Prancers? One of the fencers, you mean?
Saber nods vehemently, slightly slinging droplets of sweat uncomfortably close to me.
I ain't fond of most of them prancers, but he were good, that one was. Strange how he disappeared like that.
Yeah, it's totally strange. He just happened to get up and vanished. Totally don't know what just fuck happened to him. Saber's words, I feel sufficiently convinced. Assassin from last night was a trained fencer, probably not a real assassin. Why then was he hired in the first place? I only had some kind of plausible answer. Anyway, I suppose it's a clue to start with. Perhaps we should go investigate now rather than wasting more time here. I'm very curious if somehow Arn's route mixed in with Saber's. Given we've had two choices, seemed like it to be Saber's type of thing, I think? I don't know. But imagine. Anyway, let's just go investigate. That Saber has much more to say. It's probably better for us to excuse ourselves here and get on with our investigation. Okay, maybe we're supposed to chat with them. Never mind.
Ah, Arden, it's about time we head off, isn't it? Congratulations again on your victory, though, Saber.
Well, I mean, if anything, we're gonna find out about them that's what I fucked up. So I offer him a cheery smile, to which he nods, head with a rough chuckle.
Well, if you find anyone who needs a solid beating, make sure to let Saber know. You silly peacocks.
You know, him calling us Peacock sounds really funny now at this point.
Right. Mercy on their souls if we do, eh?
Wait a minute, Saber's departing back, wiping small beads of perspiration off my brow afterwards. Whether it's his or mine, I'm not entirely sure. Yes, Arden. Beside me, Arden seems unusually tense. It's faintly narrowed as they followed the mountainous man.
Something the matter? Was it because he touched my shoulder?
Fingers squeeze around the pommel sword at his hip for a moment, but then his arm returns to relax at his side.
It's nothing. He just puts me a bit on edge, that's all.
Well, when faced with individuals twice one's size, I think that's a common reaction. Anyway, I have an idea. Why don't we go see if we can sneak into the quarters of the game's participants? If the fencer was staying there, maybe he left some valuable clue behind.
Vicepresident, rather than eagerly agreeing with my words, Arna hesitates, giving me a somewhat doubtful look.
Oh, that's right. You're a man sworn to uphold the law, aren't you?
Slow grin spreads over my face as I lean in towards increasingly wide-eyed Arden.
But what if you were coerced into trespassing? You know, forced to do it under a moment of duress.
Fuck are you getting at, Rivian? Are you saying what I think you're saying? In which he chases us to go in there? As well as I curl my fingers with his own, practically raising my eyebrows.
Well, I could probably turn a blind eye for a little while. I think.
A little while's all I need.
Well then. Rather ordinarily, Jesus, please, I turned and gently tugged his hand along while skirting the arena's barrier. I feel more guilty about teasing Aura if he didn't seem to enjoy it so much. Besides, Aura needs to feel like an irresistible vixen now and then. When we dug into the participants' quarters, we find them surprisingly empty, with only a few of the men still inside. Most are probably enjoying the festival, although I also spot a few of Saber's unfortunate opponents lying in bed rolls groaning. No one seems to notice as we shift towards the fencer's area. It stands out due to the amount of equipment and blades lying around. Ara and I glance at each other and exchange nods. Unspoken agreement to search separate sides of the room. After all this time, we somehow still know each other well enough to match our thoughts now and then. It's hard to figure out which cut was the assassin, so I check all of the ones that aren't pilled high with gear. But nothing in particular stands out, and at this moment I almost wonder if he was still staying here.
Damn.
Sighing, I sit down on one of the vacant cuts. Something flutters down to my feet. A piece of paper? Looks like something torn out of a book or a journal.
Day 2, stupid girl. I think she's on to us. Keeps running into crowded places.
Riv,
Oh.
did you find something?
That probably means less then. My rush is over, probably noticing the stunned expression on my face as I comb over the torn page.
Not being paid enough for this. It'll be both our heads if we get found out. No, worse. Considering who we've got. Because she's...
Because she's what?
I stare at where the words are interrupted by the paper's jagged edge for a long moment and crumple it in frustration. So the assassin was here, then this journal page is his, so I tried to rip it up before someone found out. Maybe someone else did. Or was working with them.
Arden, there's something we don't know about Hazel. I have a very bad feeling about this.
We're so close. I'm sure it's somehow related to whether Emily won't. Wait. I'm sure it's somehow related to whatever Emily won't tell me. And even Celeste must know, since her life's on the line and she still didn't mention anything.
Let's go show Emily the note. We just have to convince her to trust us. And maybe she can explain whatever he means by who we've got.
Right.
Well, at least we got something to work with. Still feeling hopelessly frustrated, I take Aron's hand to pull myself back, clutching the note in my other hand. Pulling listlessly back to the entrance, racking my brain for any kind of answer, any common thread. Aaron curls an arm around my slumped shoulders and pulls me against his side, probably noticing my glum expression.
You know, Riv, I really... what's that over there?
My gaze slowly drifts over to where Aaron's finger points to, just outside the exit of the fighter's quarters.
Peacock?
What? Well, it's not that strange, considering there was an exotic animal display at the festival.
It's got something shiny in its beak. I didn't know peacocks liked shiny things. Wait a moment. Isn't that...
Saber? Alistair? The key! My body reacts in a split second. I push up Aaron to sprint towards the peacock.
Riv, wait for me!
Their reaction, though. The fuck is that? Look, peacock! Wait, is my camera chat? No. The fuck? What is with this peacock? It looks like he knows the fuck he's doing. He knows he's doing something bad. How How does he have the key? The plunder bird holds a silver key in its beak.
Come here, you feathery bastard!
Bird, seeing two fully grown men running towards it at top speed, starts slugging it in the opposite direction. Rears after it around the festival stalls, drawing no short of mystified onlookers, I would imagine.
Riv, you're sure it has the right key? I don't want to be caught in a wild peacock chase.
Shut up and catch it already, you fool!
Panting, I glare at Arden, who barely seems out of breath. Spit idiot with his bloody endurance and one-liners. Then the bird takes off in a flutter, flying up to land on top of the closest hut. I come to a halt in front of the hut, and I bang my paw patiently on the thin wooden wall.
Get down here, I swear to the gods I'll...
Not
What?
sure that'll work, Riv. It's like you're yelling at a kid to come out of his room.
Turn towards Arn, arching my brow at him evilly.
Is that so? How about you climb up there and get it down then? Since, obviously, you're quite the master of Peacock seduction techniques.
Turns his gaze up to the hut's roof, where I can glimpse the tail of feathers, the distinguishably flamboyant creature.
Well, go on, I'm Huh?
Mesmerized, Arn hastily jumps up towards the roof's edge, somehow enough to grab onto it. Grunts softly, pulling himself up enough to get a grip with his other hand, then gracefully lifts his body onto the roof, disappearing from sight. What a damn show-off. I suppose a member of the Royal Guard should be able to climb a few roofs, but still, that was a ridiculously powerful jump. Old Arden would have whined and asked me to give him a leg up, probably falling back down like the clumsy bastard he was. Rather abruptly, a soft hiss of pain emanates from above.
Arden, everything alright up there? You're not trying to actually seduce the peacock, right?
There's a few disturbing moments of silence, but then the gutter rattles with movement. Then Arn's face suddenly peers down at me from above. I'm hanging over the roof side.
The peacock bit me, Riv. I was just trying to make friends with it.
And how so were you doing that?
To hell with the damn peacock, give me the key already.
Also something small and glinting towards me. I managed to catch it in my palms. Same size and shape as the key for mystery. No doubt it's the same one. Arn jumps down from the roof and lands Arn jumps down from the roof and lands on a crouch beside me, then strands up to peer at the key in my hands.
If it's really the key to where Hazel's being kept, and the man who had it was killed yesterday, does that mean she's trapped there alone?
I just want to know, how the fuck did this peacock get a hold of the key? Fingers... oh my god. What was it though? Random side note though. If I remember correctly, somewhere in my town, I don't know if it's still ever been caught or something, but if I remember correctly, I think it was a peacock in my town at some point, or some sort of tall bird wandering around my city that just people knew of? That just wandered on people's lawns for some reason, and no one ever caught, as far as I know. But as far as I know though, pretty sure they're damn fast. Just a random note. Just came to mind, like, wasn't there a peacock once in my city that was just wandering the fuck around that no one caught? Just a random thought that occurred in my head. Makes me feel like this kind of moment being the same. Because I know some people who tried to catch one before. Or catch it before. Anyways, random story. The fingers curled tightly about the cold metal. Arn's words. It's possible, but...
You remember the journal page? We said us. The other kidnapper can't have left her alone if she's so important.
Then, does that mean there's another key?
I'm not sure. But I wager the accomplice has a duplicate.
judging from Arden's word expression, I figure he's thinking the same thing I am. We're likely to face an unpleasant greeting when we reach Hazel's location.
When we find the place this key unlocks, I'm not sure you should go, Riv.
What?
Arden's hand grips the pommel of the sword, belt tightly, his knuckles turning white.
I can rescue Hazel without putting you in danger too. I'll get other guardsmen to come with me if necessary.
I guess that's doable. Yeah. My lip wanted to call him ridiculous for thinking I wouldn't come along, but it's difficult to make a case out of anything other than stubbornness.
What about you? Just because you have a sword doesn't mean you be safe against traps or an ambush. If you're going, then you're taking your fellow guardsmen with you.
You worried about me? You know, I'm not a rookie to dangerous situations.
Oh, are we gonna get us in or something? Ricker's grin spreads on Arden's face as he steps a little closer to me.
But if it makes you feel better, Riv, I won't go alone. Since you care enough to worry about me, after all.
Those words are innocently teasing. His breathy voice makes them sound more than a little suggestive. The strange aggressiveness that comes over him sometimes still catches me off guard. He's like a whole different Arden when he cornered me like this.
It's not that. It'd just be stupid to go into something like that alone. I'm not one for a senseless loss of human life, you know.
Arden chuckles, his boy's features charmingly lighting up. Then his eyes sparkle down at me, full of mischief, and he lifts his hand, up a gloved palm against my cheek.
Riv, when we get Hazel back, and she's safe and sound, will you promise me another kiss?
Oh, hell yes.
And maybe then, things can be like how they were. Back when all you wanted was my attention. Remember?
I knew he was going to bring it up sooner or later. Damn it, why can't he just let the past stay where it belongs? Despite my self-control, so far I feel my face heating up, and suppressed anger rising to the surface.
That was before you left without saying a word. Back when I trusted you. We promised to do everything together, but you couldn't even tell me you were leaving.
Arden's stiffness, guilty look slowly spreading across his face, eyes flickering to one side.
We said we'd rise to the top, side by side, and yet you left me with half of that dream without any hope of getting you back. And now, 4 years later, you think things can just be the way they were? I thought you knew me well enough, Arden, to remember how long I hold a grudge.
Riv, you don't understand. There's a reason why...
Listen, your excuses can wait. It's not like they'll change anything anyway.
Cut Arden off, sharply shaking my head in an attempt to control the bitter emotions rising within me.
I don't know about you, but I promised Emily I wouldn't rest until I found her daughter, and I don't have time to waste on useless memories.
Oh, Arden. Rose being kind of an ass, I think. Turned away before I could see the pained expression in his eyes, pleading gaze he's following me with. Weight tugs uncomfortably in my chest, one that mirrors the way I felt a long time ago. If we had met here for the first time, maybe it would have been different. Maybe I would have been drawn to him without the strings of the past attached.
I'm going back to the castle. Do as you see fit.
Clutching the key in my hand, I head through the streets, forcing myself to not look back. The sound of footsteps doesn't follow me. Figures, Arden never did deal well with his emotions, soft-hearted like he is. But damn it, I wish he'd run after me just this once. Don't let go of what you love when it's still in your grasp. So, Riven's just playing hard to get. By the sound of it. He has a luxury that I didn't. We passed the crowds, feeling a little like a lost child, without much idea of what I'm going to do even when I return to the castle. The key I now have is still useless until I know where it goes. Okay, so I think I've recorded long enough for this video, so I think I'll end it here. So if you enjoyed the video, go to the like button. If you want to see more, maybe what's going to happen next, or just know what I do, I don't know, get a subscribe button to be notified. If you got anything to say, say in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comrades.